Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So today's video is going to be a testing new products video. I've gotten a few new products which have obviously recently launched, so I'm going to be testing them out. But before I go on, this hair, I'm going to get a lot of questions on it obviously. I do get a lot of questions on it. This hair is from Beauty Forever hair on from AliExpress, and I've got 4 bundles of 26 inches. This hair is huge. It's huge. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I've been wanting to get this in summer. I feel like summer's over now. I just finally got it, got to style it and everything. But I did do a video on just like talking about the hair and how I style it and what products I use to get the curls and to retain the curls, keep it looking healthy and alive. So I will do that in a separate video. I'm not sure which one's gonna go first, but whichever one, you will know a bit more about the hair. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a little quick feature of this hair in this video. But yeah, I really like it. I like it. It's 26 inches long. And so I got 4 bundles of 26 inches and 20-inch frontal. And you can part it wherever you want. But I like the side part. I think I suit side parts really well. So yeah, that's that really. I just felt like, I'm always here to try out new companies and new vendors for you, and a lot of you are on the budget, saving money and affordable. I always want to bring you stuff that's affordable and, good quality. So I will obviously talk a little bit about the hair in that video, but I just thought, let me do a quick intro in the start of this video just so I can get it out of the way. So yeah, it's been a while since I started my videos with like full face, everything done, because I felt like I'm always looking kind of dead once you just press play. So let me start off with the finished look. I created this look with some new products. This is definitely not the hair for this weather. I mean, we're kind of rounding up summer now. I feel like summer's gone. Like summer is gone already, but we're still kind of getting like the heat wave here and there. Today is 27 degrees. So this hair, especially being so big, might not be the best choice, but it does look very nice. I'm not gonna lie, it does look very nice. But anyway, so let's move on to the video. I'm gonna show you what I used to create this look. If you wanna see how I got this look, keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna start first with the brows. I'm gonna be using the new Benefit Brow Contour Pro. It's basically like a pen for your brows. So the whole concept is pretty interesting. You basically have like your brow shade, a dark shade, a deep shade and a light shade, and also a highlighter shade and also a definer shade. So this is what it looks like. It's literally like one of those old school pens that have like different, different colors. But yeah, it's like that clicky vibe. But yeah, the only thing is it doesn't come with a spoolie, so you kind of have to get another like spoolie brush. Usually with my brow pencils, I have a spoolie attached to it. So I'm just going to use another brow pencil spoolie just to like brush my brows in place. You have a lighter shade to use in the inner part of the brow and a darker shade. And from what I can see, it has like, if it focuses, it has like this plastic thing around the color, around the product. So yeah, I have to like keep twisting. Stuck. Yeah, it's quite a big pen. It's quite big, because usually whenever I try to do my brows, I try to like, measure like how far to go, and I put the pen on my face, and this is quite thick to begin with. I think I twist a bit too much, and then just try and draw. Ooh, it's quite a pigmented shade. I think you definitely have to use a light hand because it will appear quite thick, quite heavy if you don't. I'm gonna switch to the lighter shade. Let's just see. Not bad. It's just a back and forth thing, which can get a little bit annoying after a while. Just going to use really soft strokes to fill in those spaces. So it should look something like this. It's actually not bad. Just a lot of fiddling involved basically. You have to keep switching shades. I'm going to switch to the definer shade. That's the definer shade. I guess that's just to like yeah, define that brow, the arch. Now I have to use another brush to blend this out because obviously you can't just leave it like that. Use this to clean it off. I prefer to use like a liquid highlighter whenever I'm highlighting my brow, just so that it's easy to blend. As you can see, I'm trying to blend this out, and it's not the easiest. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the easiest. Yeah, so this is kind of what I could get. I don't really know how I feel about it. I feel like it took a lot more time to do, and it's not as precise, it's not as perfect as I would usually do my brows. So I don't know how I feel about this product. What do I think about this product? I feel like I get the concept, I get the idea, what they were trying to do. 4 products in one, so you have a lighter shade, darker shade, and like a highlighter and a definer. So obviously everything in one product as opposed to having different things to carry around. So obviously it's travel friendly. However, you do find that you still need a spoolie, because everybody needs a spoolie to obviously to brush their hairs in place. You would need some sort of angle brush to kind of, you know, make sure everything is aligned and everything. I just feel like you are still needing more, like extra products, extra tools. So if what I would do, because for me personally, I feel like the definer and the highlighter, personally for me, is, I'm not going to use it. It's going to be useless for me. I don't really, you know, love those. So those are 2 things I wouldn't really put in this thing. If I had to put something, you know, I would put a brush somehow to appear from the bottom, you know, like a spoolie or something, because I don't really, yeah, I find that I just didn't really like that. I get it, it's okay, but I prefer to be able to blend my concealer. I prefer my concealer to be a little bit more liquidy, if that makes sense. The definer I didn't need, the highlighter I really didn't need either. My nails are really long because they're growing out, so ignore that. Benefit Precisely My Brow. It comes with a spoolie at the end, and it's perfect for me. You know, and you have to use a light hand, because if you use a heavy hand, or even close to a heavy hand, it breaks as well, so you have to be very careful with that. But for $28.50, I will just stick to your regular brow products. We're going to move on to foundation. I'm going to prime my face first, and then I'm going to come back. For my foundation, I'm going to try the new Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. I haven't used Makeup Forever in such a long time. I got this from the Sephora French website because for some reason Sephora has stopped shipping to the UK, which is probably the worst thing they could ever have done. And I don't know what the reason was. You now have to go through the French website to get stuff sent to the UK, and it was such a task trying to order from that website. Like, it was a bit of a headache, to be honest, but I eventually got it like a week later. I'm going to use the shade Y533. I don't know if it has an actual name or anything. That's Y533. I'm not sure, but I feel like it oxidizes as well, and this is Y535. It kind of looks more red, more on the red side. I could probably use both, but yeah, to match my chest, I'm gonna use Y533. I don't know if I should use a beauty blender for this or use an actual brush. Okay, I'm gonna use a brush to apply it. Once you kind of blend it out, I feel like it slightly may oxidize. It just seems to blend. See, it seems to blend into my skin compared to how it looks when you just initially swatch it. It has an interesting smell. It's so annoying not being able to try things in person, but I don't even know when we're going to get this in the UK. The UK is so slow with everything. I really want to try the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, but we're not going to get it till September. But I'm going to try my best to see if I can order it somehow. So this claims it's 24-hour wear, so we're going to wear it all day today. I do happen to be going out today, so we will wear it and see and test it out and see how long it lasts. But yeah, so this is what it looks like all over. I would say this is like a medium coverage because I'm still having to go over my dark areas on my face. So I've just primed my lid. We're going to use this eyeshadow. This is the OPV Rainbow Splash palette, and it looks like this. It's got really cute, vibrant, colourful shades. We're going to try and create something today that isn't my usual golden brown smoky eye. I'm going to start with my transition shade. We're going to go in with this shade here. This is called Storm, and it's kind of like a magenta matte shade. Just going to apply that as my transition colour. Then we're going to go in with this lilac purple shimmer shade. I'm going to spray it with some Fix Plus, and we're going to place that in the centre of the lid. Okay, so I want like a darker purple to go in the crease, and they don't have those shades. I'm going to go back into my Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I'm going to go in with Hellride, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to go into the crease just to intensify the crease. It's probably easier if you apply this before you apply the center shade, just so that you wouldn't have to reapply again, but we will go back and reapply the center shade if we need to. I think I want it a little bit more deeper, so we are going to go in with a little bit of the Jet, which is the black shade, just a tiny pinch to intensify the crease. Just going to go back and reapply that middle shade. It hasn't really got any like brow bone highlight shades, so I'm going to go back into the Urban Decay palette. We're going to go in with Stranded, and I'm going to apply that as my brow bone highlight. I'm going to take this shade, this is Phantom, it's like a light green shimmery shade, and we're going to put that in our inner tear ducts. I'm going to go back into the Urban Decay palette and apply that shade again. This is Hellride to the bottom of our lash line. For mascara, I'm trying out the new Nars Climax mascara, and we are going to apply this to my top and bottom lash line. I'm going to do the top lash line first. It feels very like, I need to see. It feels quite feathery, like very like soft. Compared to the Urban Decay Bad Girl Bang, I feel like this is kind of more softer. It's more like a feathery light touch to my lashes. It doesn't really coat, it's not really coating as much as the other one does. I kind of have to go in a few times to kind of just to show you my lashes. So if you don't have natural long lashes, you might need to go over it a few more times. I'm going to move on to my highlight, my under eye highlight. I'm going to use a Colourpop highlighter. I'm not sure if this is the right shade for me, but I just picked up the one that was close by. This is the shade Dark 46. So I'm just going to apply that under my eye, also down the bridge of my nose. I'm going to set that with the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder. I finally got my hands in it. This is in the shade Banana. I've actually had it for a while. I tend to do a full face Colourpop or some sort of drugstore video. I'm going to set those areas with the powder. It reminds me more of the Ben Nye Banana powder in terms of the shade. It's a little bit lighter than the Sasha Buttercup powder, kind of similar to the Beauty Bakery one as well. Then we're going to try the medium deep shade, also by Colourpop. I'm just going to quickly contour. I'm using the KKW contour palette, but mine is literally like shattered, so I can't show you what it looks like. I'm just going to use that to contour my cheeks. I'm glad that they now come in individual pans, so I'm going to try and order it. It's just like the bloody customs is just ridiculous, you know, so which is why I haven't done it yet, but But yeah, I'm just gonna use that to contour my cheeks. Gonna add some blush. I really need to find like another blush to use. I'm always using the same blush. This is MAC Raisin blush. It literally works for almost a lot of the looks that I do, so I just go for it. But yeah, let me know if there's any new blushes out there that I should try out, because I feel like I need something, you know, something new. Gonna highlight with my highlight palette by Black Up, and I'm gonna take these two, a little bit of the one on top. This is actually palette 1, but you can use either palette, whichever one you have. I'm just gonna apply that to the high point of my cheeks. You literally don't need a lot. It is so pigmented. So pigmented. I'm gonna try MAC's Twig lipstick. I haven't used MAC lipsticks in a long time. I'm gonna mix that again with MAC's Taupe. So slightly take off that cool toned pink. And then for a gloss, I'm going to go in with the new Barry like lip lacquer lip kit. It comes with like a lip liner. I probably should have used this lip liner actually. This is the shade 816 Femme. I'm going to apply a little bit of a gloss to the lips. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you like it. The foundation is I'm not getting matte vibes from this foundation, maybe because it's just so hot today, it's 27 degrees, but I'm not getting matte vibes, especially after I applied my foundation. But I do like the colour, I like the coverage. I just found like I had to kind of correct my bottom part of my face, which is normal because like, usually that part is darker anyway. It says full coverage, which is interesting. So maybe if I had built it up a little bit more, it might have been full coverage, but I felt like I had to go, you know, go over the dark areas, my problematic areas. And it does say it's 24-hour wear, so we'll see how this goes for the rest of the day. I really like the OPV palette. I have used the Urban Decay one before, and I think for the price and for what you get, this time you get a range of colours as opposed to all the other like naked palettes and, you know, the smoky palette and all that kind of stuff. I really like this because you can actually create quite a few looks with this palette. And the same with this too. I like this. This is definitely a rainbow splash. Definitely vibrant, definitely, you know, very vibrant, very bright. Obviously, we're moving towards autumn, winter now, so maybe they might not work for autumn, winter, but these are really, really good shades, and you have a mixture of matte and shimmer shades, and they're quite pigmented, so that's pretty good too. I tried out the Colourpop powders, and I think they're alright too. The banana is slightly, just a little bit, a tad lighter than what I usually use, but I think just a little goes a long way, not to over apply or not to overly bake, and that would be fine. And I liked the darker shade, is it medium deep? The medium deep shade as well for an all over face powder. And I think that's it. Everything else I'd already used before. I feel like I have so many lip products that I haven't bought anything new recently, so I have been kind of using the same old thing over and over again. The same thing with blushes as well. But if you do know any blushes I could, you know, try out, let me know. But that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.